どうも皆さんこんにちは、こんばんは、ぜんざいです。ループマンサーの続きをプレイしていきたいと思います。次からルートの分岐があるはずですね。モナズヒストリー。で、これがショップの人ですね。デイブレイ。2008年。カリフォルニア出身なんだ。これで
This year, Wei Long really was taken by Koga Industry. Lisbeth's car was
そう、
also
コーガ
spotted
イン
in
ダス
Ditch
トリーに
Village.
行くか、
I'm
デ
starting
ィ
to
ッチビレ
believe
ッジ
you.
に行くか。
Do you have any other leads for me?
After Wei Long dies, the Longxi gang will move Lisbeth to Fengli Walled City. Song Boyong will then lead a team to kidnap Lisbeth. Wen Jun will be kidnapped by Koga. I can either save Wen Jun or first rescue Lisbeth within the time limit. I avoided Song Boyong in Ditch Village, and I didn't rescue Lisbeth in Fengli Walled City either. Instead, I went straight to Koga's sea base to get Wen Jun. As agreed, the next day I accompanied Wen Jun to the spinal neurosurgery and installed an e-brain for her to regain her mobility. I saw Song Boyong on TV holding an executive of Thompson Technology hostage
Song
and facing
Boyong
off against the
がテレビ
SWAT.
で
Song Boyong declared that all e-brain
こ
users
の
must
未来の
provide
話で
his
すけどね。
AI with 2 hours of computational power per day.
Are you worried that making Wenjuin undergo an organ transplant and installing an e-brain will harm her?
Indeed. How did something that should have expanded our lives end up being used as a lever to control us? We cannot allow Song Boyong to get root permissions for Thompson Technologies AI. If he does, he'll use his AI to devour Thompson Technologies AI. The consequences will be disastrous.
For safety purposes, AI of recent years all have hardware restrictions on devouring. That's what leads to the so-called AI root permissions. The only way to enable AI devouring is to use root permissions over a close-range wired connection. If we can't stop him from getting AI root permissions, maybe we can stop him from getting close to Thompson Technologies AI.
Thanks for your advice, Liu Xin. For now, I've followed the sequence and first resolved the Wei Long issue.
Do you need me to repeat our intel on Ditch Village or Koga Industry?
まずはディッチビレッジの情報。
I want intel on Ditch Village again.
Ditch Village, an abandoned village 40 kilometers away from the firm. All of the villagers were evacuated years ago after an epidemic broke out. It's now cordoned off and abandoned. When you brought up Ditch Village yesterday, I had the Intel's AI run through the security cameras there, and it didn't detect our car. We then sent someone to investigate Ditch Village. Before you came to the firm today, we spotted Lisbeth's car in the village. A villager drove the car here and concealed it under a crude covering of foliage. Do you need any other intel updates?
コーガインダストリー。
There's a loophole in Koga Industry security. This route is a blind zone every 30 seconds. Based on the firm's AI simulation, you have a 23% chance of defeating Hiroyuki Ogata and will last no longer than 1 minute. Be that as it may, your actual performance will exceed the AI's calculations as you continue to grow stronger. Koga Industry is a global leader in the private security sector, offering both individual and corporate-level security solutions with their bionic human products. It's a family business founded in 1979. The director of Koga Industry is a Japanese entrepreneur named Shizue Ogata. She's also 107 years old. Shizue Ogata co-founded the business with her husband, Hiroin Ogata, in 1979, but Hiroin passed away 20 years ago at the age of 93 due to organ failure. Thompson Technology hadn't perfected its core organ transplant technique back then. But Shizue can now use it to keep herself alive. Businesses are extremely competitive in the security sector. The Ogata family fought hard to maintain their monopoly at the early stage, Some family members even sacrificed their lives to achieve this. Shizue's lost all 4 of her children during the early expansion phase of the business. She now has only her 3 grandchildren left. One of them got into the film industry, one is a playboy, and the eldest is Hiroyuki Ogata. Hiroyuki Ogata is a highly skilled warrior who would do anything for the family. But he lacked business acumen and was made the commander of Koga forces instead. With none of her grandchildren competent enough to take over, the old lady had no choice but to continue leading the family business. Koga Industry adheres to the Bushido Creed, is loyal to its clients and agreements, and attaches great importance to its corporate image. It is therefore very selective when it comes to its clients. If they're providing security for a gangster like Wei Long, there must be some reasons we don't know yet.
I understand. Thanks, Liu Xin.
It's okay. Need any other intel updates?
コーガ&ウェイロン。
Taking account of Wei Long's backing and Koga's key business partners, could there be a dirty relationship between Koga and Wei Long?
Koga Industries business partners. I'll check. I see. Koga Industry is a family corporation, but there are 3 companies that own a lot of their stock and have a large degree of control over Koga. One of them is a bionic human manufacturer, one is a bionic human algorithm company, and the last one is Thompson Technology. Thompson Technology uses Koga Industries bionic humans for security and is one of their key clients. Each company holds shares in the other. In addition, Shizue Ogata replaced her heart, lungs, and stomach using organ transplant tech from Thompson Technology.
Which company do you think is more likely to be protecting Wei Long?
I have a theory. Do you remember the case from 5 years ago when you arrested Wei Long for killing Qiao Liu in the Longxi gang's infighting?
Wei Long hired a top-notch team of lawyers to defend him and successfully cleared his name. Once out of prison, Wei Long rose to power in the Longxi gang and is still their leader to this day.
There's no way that Wei Long had the funds at the time to hire that team of all-star lawyers. His team included 3 lawyers each from different well-known law firms. I investigated the finances of those law firms. Soon after successfully defending Wei Long, these 3 law firms each received a large transfer of funds from the TomTop Law LLC.
TomTop Law LLC is a well-known firm in Dragon City. Thompson Technology is his biggest client. So you think that Thompson Technology is protecting Wei Long?
This is just a theory. I can't draw any conclusions just yet. Do you need any other intel updates?
で、ソングボーイヤン。確か前はなかったと思うんですね。この時点でこういう選択肢はなかったんで、ソングボーイヤン。
Did you make any progress in this Song Boyoung investigation?
Yes. Listen to this. It will shock you. Song Boyoung, famous missing person, 51 years old, postdoctoral researcher in computer science and prodigy in the field of AI research. He previously founded a successful AI company. His wife is Yang Huijie, former chief biologist of Thompson Technology. Yang Huijie resigned in 2036 and was killed in a robbery homicide soon after. 1 year after his wife passed, Song Boyoung sold his company and disappeared.
Who killed Yan Huijie?
Archival records indicate that Yang Huijie's murderer was Wei Long, who at the time was still a low-level thug in the Longxi gang. Wei Long spent 5 years in prison for the crime. It was later proven that Yang Huijie's true killer was Qiao Liu, the boss of the Longxi gang at the time. Wei Long had simply volunteered to take the fall. Infighting broke out in the Longxi gang soon after Wei Long was released from prison, and Wei Long took the opportunity to kill Qiao Liu. That was the time you arrested him.
I may have arrested Wei Long, but someone hired a top-notch team of lawyers to defend him and successfully cleared his name. Once out of prison, Wei Long shot to power in the Longxi gang.
Do you need any other intel updates?
これで、
I have all the intel I need. Thanks.
Ditch Village or Koga Industry.
リ
Where
ッチ
will
ビ
you
レッ
decide
ジ
to
に行くか
investigate?、
コーガインダストリー。で一番初めはこのコーガに行ったんで、今回はこっちのディッチビレッジ。
Sure, I saw the Longxi town brief. Good work.
Hi, Director. Sorry about the mess.
What's most important is that you come back in one piece. Don't worry about the rest. We already sent a team in to take care of it. Liu Xin told me there's 2 leads to follow now. It's your choice.
I'm going to...
You don't need to fill me in on the details. Just go for it. Let me know if you need anything.
コアもらって。
Thanks, Director. I'm leaving now.
Zishi, my man, you alright? I heard you tore the Longxi gang a new one last night.
I'm fine, thanks to the weapons you gave me.
I should have given you more ammo.
I have some clues. I plan to continue the mission.
Let's see what I can set you up with.
これはどうなってる？さすがに。あ、大丈夫だ。今回はやめとこう。リッチビレッジ。ここだ。なんか豚のマークが。うん。汚染。ビレッジっていうぐらいだから、村、あ、なんか豚の。
Quit hiding. I see you.
なんか罠。おお。頭吹き飛んだ。
Hi, Tissue. There you are.
Hi, Mona. See those tripwires on the ground? Try not to touch them.
I noticed the wires, as well as a few villagers stumbling about this place. I can't really understand their dialect.
What do you know about Ditch Village?
Ditch is a mountaintop settlement about 40 kilometers from Dragon City. Most villagers work at a local livestock farm before the epidemic. Thompson Technology used to be one of their major clients. The company would buy animals from them for lab testing. Despite having such rich clients, the livestock business was not profitable. Many villagers were in debt, and life wasn't exactly great. Soon later, the media reported an epidemic that broke out in the village and claimed many lives. Thompson Technology donated a large sum of money to help the survivors, mostly children and the elderly. They were allowed to relocate to Dragon City.
It seems Thompson is quite the philanthropist.
Well, Thompson Tech does act in mysterious ways. Rumors claimed that Thompson deliberately ended their livestock purchase orders from Ditch. Many villagers already took out loans to raise more animals to sell to Thompson. They ended up unable to pay off their debts. Thompson then came back and bought out the entire place.
あ、罠がある。リッチビレッジ、ライブストック、なんだ？ クオリティとかなんか、ここでなんかいろいろ実験してたのかな。大丈夫？大丈夫か。チャレンジ。一番上なんだろう。必殺技かな。で、2段目が5秒以内にガン。で、3体。あ、またバレルがあるよ。バレルで1体。急に BGM 止まったんだけど。バレルで1体か。で、もしかしてこれだったかな、引っ掛けるの。あ、上にバレルがある。ちょっと待って。それは。あ、必殺技で5体。ああ、ちょっと、時間溜まってから進みますか。で、バレル。あ、一応、5分の2になってますね。フライパン？フライパンだ。400円だからアンロックしとこう。バレルで1体。あれ？どうやってそれ上に。あ、こっからか。HP 減らして。うわ、いっぱいいるな。これいいんじゃない？こっち来い。あ、死にやがった。調整するのがほんと難しいんだけど。おっ、ダメージアップ。あれ、これも違うエリア？マジか。違うエリアですもんね。難しすぎるな、チャレンジ。ちょっと待って、 一回。
はい自首。There you。
なんだ？警告？いってちょっと。なん待って、チャレンジタクティカルギアで1体、ガンで3体。いていていて。よし。で、タクティカルギアでよし、クリアした。おお、誰だ？
はい自首。There you are。
Hi, Mona.
何だったんだ？とりあえずクリアはできたけど。あー、で、ここもあるんだ。エネミーを8秒以内に4体。と、スキルで2体。3秒以内にスキルで2体。トラップワイヤーで2体。いや、難しいな。難しいよ。スキルで2体。とりあえず4体溜まってる場所。あー、いたいた。こいつらをこれ倒してよし。で、あとはトラップワイヤーで2体。ちょっと回復。トラップワイヤー。これに HP が減っ10で俺が引っかかるわけにはいかない。何？ちょっと HP 減らしてもらって。待って、それ引っかかんなよ。こっち来い、こっち来い。よし、来たー。これか、なんか実験、最後エンディングでなんか化け物みたいなのいましたもんね。あ、フライパン。痛いっす。 うわー。よし。こっちかな。いや、そのスーパーマンやめてくれ。いってあ、また出てきた。これチャレンジないですよね。なんか、なんだ、サンダルみたいな。スリッパ。スリッパ武器になるんだ。800円。
Need something offensive.
Funk? Why are you here?
I always show up at troubled places. You are on a really special case, and I know I can do business by following you around.
Aren't you afraid of danger?
These villagers seem unwilling to do business with me. They leave me alone, and if they don't, I still have my optical camo.
Be safe, bro. Let me see what you got.
さっき取ったカードとか、あ、ないか。ん？ここに乗ればいいのか。チャレンジちょっと待って。キルエネミー7。タクティカルギアで2体。スキルで2体。よし。で、あと1体。よし、OK。いいよ。いや、でもこの、チャレンジ考えながらやるの大変だな。ファミリーレター。Love you always. ラブレターかな。 ベノム。毒か。1003、まあいいか。アンロックしちゃって。チャレンジ？今度は待って待って。10秒以内に近接攻撃で3体。あ、バレルがある。バレルで1体。でタクティカルギアで3体。難しいな。バレル。さっきなんか爆発した音が聞こえたけど。10秒以内にちょっと待って、痛いです。よし。でバレルで1体。バレルがない。さっきなんか爆発した音バレルだったんじゃないの？この辺は待って、なんか今上で毒系なんだ。下電車走ってる？これに引かれたら左になんかありそうだな。嘘。なんもなし。あ、右か。よし。マックス HP。バレルがないよ。ほら、もうなんかさっき爆発したんだよ、これ。ああ、クリアできなかった。難しい。これなんかかっこいいな。グレネードランチャーか。こっちに変えてみようかな。グレネードランチャー。なんか左にも。 やってくれるな。こっち側からもいけるんだけど、チャレンジはなし。おお、いいね。だんだんこれ上昇パーセント下がってきてるかな。だったらこっちかな。回復の回数。
Perhaps I can teach you how to fight.
Great, Funk. You got me interested.
Enemies who are knocked down pose the least threat. They won't be
こ
able
の
to
モ
hit
ナ
you
さん
until
と
they
か
get
ファン
back
ク
on
と
their feet.
か
I know that already.
I know, but think about it. Try
デイ
using
ブとか
your
も使えれ
grenades
ば
and
面
mouse
白いんです
darts
け
to
どね。
knock down the enemies. Then rush forward to deal the hurt.
Oh, I think I know what you're trying to say. Knock the enemies off their feet to get hit less often.
Wait. Right. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
あ、モナさん。
Tishu, can you hear people reciting some sort of mantra?
No, I don't hear anything.
Well, the sound is coming from below. There are plenty of people down there. It looks pretty scary.
There's a bridge below the window on the right, but the door to the bridge has been blocked. I can try going through the window instead,
I won't recommend it. The bridge looks really old and unsafe.
but there's no other way.
Try to be careful.
ドクター。あれこれね。あ、こうか。いや、これ、なんか落ちそうな。これ絶対下に落ちるな。あー、うわ。
What are you doing here, friend?
Song Boyong, stop playing
サンボイヤ
Do you want to tell me
で、これあ
what
れ
you've
だ。
learned?
最後出てきたやつ
I'm
らだ。
all ears.
What are you playing at?
Looks like you don't know anything after all. Keep trying, Xiang Zushui.
チャレンジ。キルエネミーとスキルで毒がある。あ、強いなこいつら。次たまるまでめっちゃ時間かかるな。コントローラーがおかしいんです。よし。あ、オッケーオッケーオッケー。クリア。でもお金か、報酬は。後ろにも判定あるんだ。あ、ヒール。 どんどん暗くなって。あ、こいつを止めないとダメってことですよね、ソングボーイヤンを。あー、なんかカプセル。あ、待て。怖っ。あ、なんか真ん中に。
Dodge it if you can.
何？システムエラー。キャンセル。なんだ？よかったのかな？ガール。誰だ？
Don't be afraid. I'm a detective. You're safe.
Those animals. Wei Long sent you to find me.
You know Wei Long? What are you doing here?
I'm Wei Long's girlfriend. I haven't seen him in months. And the asshole called me last night, saying he was hunted, and I need to meet him at Koga Industry. My car went out of control and took me here. Kidnapped by those pervs.
Have you seen this
黒いブ
girl?
ラジャー。
No. Please take me out of here. If I stay here any longer, I'm gonna go crazy.
I'm taking you away now. What happened to that guy in the long robe and the others?
You were out of it for a while. I think they all left.
肩にラブって書いてます。さっきもしキャンセルじゃない方を選んでたらどうなってたのかな。あ、で帰ってきて。はい。では今回はこの辺で終了にしたいと思います。ご視聴ありがとうございました。